Welcome to the Online Strength Coach Podcast. I think that one's got a bit of a better ring to it. Episode 28. Building a home gym. Home gains. Slightly longer intro than normal. This is episode 28. It is still Wednesday the 12th of the 8th, 2015. Hope you're keeping well. This episode is going to answer Jean's question from episode 26 on the YouTube comment section. His question is as follows. Hi Mark, congrats for the nice beltless squat PR. This is one of my personal bugbears. PR, if anyone that's unaware, PR stands for personal record. It's typically used by American lifters or athletes to indicate that they've done a personal record. So they've done a heaviest or highest throw or a fastest run or a highest or a heaviest squat or whatever. I prefer the term personal best because I don't believe that you can set a record that's yours. It's not a record unless it's compared against other people. Like you can set a Scottish record, you can set a British record. When you do something that's your best, it's your personal best. So PB. Sorry about that. It's a little autistic quirk that I have when it comes to training and talking about it. But yeah, I set a 250 kilo beltless squat pre-PR. Last night, which I was I wasn't chuffed with. I was happy with it. It's still pretty shit in terms of where I would like to be, but it's progress towards where I want to be. So therefore, it's good stuff, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, thanks for that, John. Do appreciate it. He has two questions. Thanks very much. So it's going to be a double-barreled podcast. I have two questions for you. Me and my wife are expecting a little boy in December. First of all, congratulations on the little one. Hope it all goes well. And good night to your gains. So I plan to build a garage gym to have no excuses not training. What should be my priorities money-wise for the gym? And what is the minimum I should get? That's an awesome question. I'm looking forward to answering it. Bonus question. How to train when you have no time and you are sleep deprived. Thanks again for all the good stuff. Cheers, Jeff. No problems, Jeff, or Jean, as you're known on YouTube. Pleasure. First of all, for your home gym, you need to prioritize. It depends on the kind of lifting you're going to do, first and foremost. If you're going to do Olympic lifting, then you're going to need to spend the money on plates as well. But if you're going to do powerlifting, then you need to spend. The plates don't matter so much as long as they weigh what they say they weigh. So if it's 20 kilos, if it says it's 20 kilos, it should be 20 kilos. That's kind of the main. Or 45 pounds, it is 45 pounds. It doesn't matter if you use cast iron plates or use bumper plates for powerlifting, just as long as you use a weight or an external load. As regards to weightlifting, you need the bumper plates because I think you're going to be intending to drop the bar. So it does depend on the kind of training you want to do. I will address both trainings. So the first and foremost, what you need to spend the vast majority of your money on, if you only have so much money, you need to prioritize the bar. The bar is what you're going to be training with for pretty much everything. So if you're training for powerlifting, you need a good Texas Power Bar, or a Vanco Power Bar, or a Lyco Power Bar. I wouldn't bother with imitation bars. I would either go straight for like a good name supplier, so a Vanco, Worksan, a Lyco. You can get other bars like the Texas Power Bar, but I would rather go for an Vanco sort of power bar. But they are more expensive. If you are looking for like a sub £500 option or a sub £400 option, or $800, $700 if you're US, then the power bars, the Texas Power Bar and its derivatives are a good option. We've got them at work. I haven't actually lifted on them yet. but they feel really nice. They've got a good deep knurling. They're spaced fairly well. But out of all the bars I've used for powerlifting, the Avanco Power Bar or the Eleiko Powerlifting Competition Bar are the two that I would highly recommend. And I would make room in my budget personally to buy one if I was building a gym. Next thing, if you're going to be building a home gym, for powerlifting, I'll address powerlifting first, and then I'll address like weightlifting or more of the cross training sort of stuff. The next priority on your list is definitely your rack or your squat stands. So there, I would look at either buying a cage or a more space friendly option would be like a competition rack. So a squat stand with a bench that goes into it. These can be reasonably expensive, but again, I think it's worth spending the money personally. There are an Indian company called Challenge that do a pretty good imitation of the Eleiko set. I don't know if Avanco do a set, but I'll certainly look at Challenge. I haven't actually got prices from them, but it'll definitely be cheaper than the Eleiko set. Or if you go through, someone who's a supplier, you can definitely get that sort of powerlifting competition set for cheaper than you would do. But yeah, certainly would look at that. And then if you're not looking for that, then I would look at a power cage. And power cage, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't spend a hell of a lot of money on it, just as long as it's structurally sound. So you're probably looking at something like £300 to £400 for that, I would imagine. It's like €500 to €600, and dollars like $700 to $800 for your rack, if you're buying a power rack. And that would do pretty much. And then you're gonna need some weights. And again, if you're big pimping, spend the G's. I would get a competition set from Eleiko, Avanco, or Challenge, the slimline plates. But I think you probably need to be shifting a bit of tin for that. Certainly within the 300 plus kilo range, 300 plus kilo sort of ballpark to actually warrant using the slimline plates, although they look nice and they feel nice. I'll just buy standard cast iron plates if you're setting up a home gym. It might suck a bit for deadlift, to be honest. Actually, thinking about it, cast iron plates for deadlifting are piss, but people seem to enjoy them fairly well, so wouldn't worry about it too much. I certainly wouldn't entertain buying bumper plates if you do primarily either strength training or powerlifting training. It's a waste of your money. And then that would be it. I wouldn't bother with dumbbells. They don't really offer that much extra. They don't offer that much extra to your training to warrant the cost. They're extremely expensive. If you're opening a large commercial gym, you certainly need to have them, but for a home gym, they're non-essential. Other knickknacks you would look at that would add a lot of variety or a lot of good things you can do with your training for not a lot of outlay. Certainly a good pull-up bar is an essential in your gym. Then you could look at things like the push-up. There's like push-up bars you can buy for reasonably cheap. Those will let you, because I know you like to do your gymnastics, but also you can do things like handstand press-ups and planche press-ups, kind of deeper press-ups that add a lot of variation to your pressing routine that are very good. You can also look at things like kettlebells, a few heavy kettlebells, although they're reasonably expensive. They do offer a lot of variety and they are good. So I would look at probably buying a few of those kettlebells, but they'd kind of be down on my lower end. But yeah, if you buy a power rack, the next thing is a bench press, like a good dumbbell sort of bench. A bench you can move in and out of your rack is probably number 4, 3 in your priority. Number 4 in your priority is definitely the plates. So in order of importance of money spend, barbell, rack or competition setup, and that would be the squat rack and the bench. Number 3 would be the bench if you buy a rack. Number 4 the plates, and then number 5 are the various little knickknacks that you buy to complement your training. And things like ab rollers and stuff like that offer a good variety for cheap, so definitely would look at that. So hopefully that answers the question if you're primarily like basic strength training or powerlifting training. For weightlifting, things get pretty expensive fairly quickly. You need the platform. to protect your floor. You can build that reasonably inexpensively. Cal Athletics have a good demo online. There's loads of demos online how to build a platform. It can be done for £200 to £300 quite easily with good materials. So that's like €300 to €400, $400 to $500. Can be done fairly easily. A pair of squat stands, sturdy squat stands. They don't need to be anything crazy good. You can certainly get a decent pair for £100 to £200. Again, €150 to €250, etc., etc. I'm not gonna bother with the the conversions anymore, because it's just adding time on to what I'm chatting about. You're gonna need the bar is the number one thing. Again, always the bar is the most important thing. Again, I would just straight up buy a Worksan, Zhang Kong, a Lyco weightlifting bar at the expense of everything. Like if you need to cut and scrimp elsewhere, do it. You need a good bar. Absolutely essential. Number two for weightlifting is probably the plates. The plates are extremely expensive, but you can buy pretty good imitation plates these days, but they're still fairly expensive. But you're looking in thousands of pounds for that, £1,500 to £2,000 for 180 to 200 kilos of weight, which of course will allow you to deadlift and squat and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's quite expensive. So you're probably looking at about £3,000, or anywhere from £2,000 to £3,000 for a bar and training kit. You could of course buy like a couple of 25s, or like a less amounts of bumper plates, maybe like 100 kilos of bumper plates, and then supplement with cast iron plates, which are much cheaper. And then platforms probably number 3, platforms number 3, and then squat stands probably number 4 in your list. The platform and the stands are certainly places where you can scrimp a little bit. It's not really going to matter too much, as long as the squat stands are structurally secure enough to hold the weight that you're training with, and the platform's like level and safe to train on, and it's going to do a good job of protecting the concrete floor of your house or your apartment or whatever you're building your garage gym in. And that's about it, really. If you're doing weightlifting training, you don't really need knickknacks, to be honest. You can, again, the same kind of things apply. Kettlebells, little things like ab rollers, or like extended push-up bars or whatever can add a lot of training variety for not a lot of extra spend. So certainly things that are worthwhile looking at. And then again, like a good pull-up bar is an essential in your gym. So yeah, that pretty much answers the home gym setup, I hope. Keep it real simple and just spend your money on your bar. If you do that, and then you can look at other options within your price range. It's something that's a pretty cool thing to do. My friend Struan's got a home gym. I'm really jealous of the little cunt. Shout out to Struby. And the Muscle Palace, just an awesome little facility he's got in there. But he needs to buy a better bar. Fucking cheapskate. So question number 2, how to train when you have no time and you're sleep deprived. Well, first of all, don't do any crazy amounts of volume or crazy amounts of intensity, because you're going to be sleep deprived and you only have so much time. You're basically training for the enjoyment of training, which is not a bad place to be honest. With a home gym, the good thing is you can probably sneak in 6 to 7 workouts a weekend quite easily. You only be in there for 20 minutes. Get up 20 minutes earlier, jump in the gym, choose 2 lifts. So if you want to do something explosive, you choose like an Olympic movement and a strength movement. So you can maybe, or if you're training for strength, just choose a press one day and a pull the next day. So an example routine for a strength training could be day 1 bench press and squat, day 2 pull up and deadlift, day 3 shoulder press and front squat, day 4 bend over row and SLDL, day 5 squat and bench press, day 6 pull up and deadlift. And you could look at doing something real easy like 3 sets of 3 at a percentage each day. Start at 70% week 1, week 2 75%, week 3 80%. Come start again that 3-week cycle and add 2.5 kilos to the bar or to yourself, and then you're done. That's a real easy program. You'll get good progress, well, I'm sure. and it'll take 20 minutes of your day, and it won't matter if you're sleep deprived. You'll be able to complete the workouts because it won't be challenging. It's 9 reps at a sub-maximal percentage. But the thing is, with the frequency of that program, you will make some progress. Although it will be slow, which is fine. So slow progress is better than no progress. For weightlifting, you could just do snatch, clean and jerk day 1, squat and pulls day 2, snatch, clean and jerk day 3, squats and pulls day 4, snatch, clean and jerk day 5, squats and pulls day 6. Done. Easy. And then something fairly similar, probably maybe like 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 4, 3 sets of 3, 70%, 75%, 80%, week 1, week 2, week 3, and you're done. Real easy, no problem. In and out, 20-30 minutes. You can stretch in the PM if you want. You're done. Like, you just stick to your money makers, the key exercises, and perform them for low volumes and low intensities, and let frequency do the work. And then you can steal 10-20 minutes here and there quite easily, I'm sure, but stealing an hour out of your day is probably going to be a lot more difficult. Hope that answers your question, John. Very good question as always. Thanks a lot. Again, like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for the name of the podcast, please shoot away. I'll now be leaving you. The next time you hear from me will be Friday. Until that glorious day, this is Mark, signing out. Awkward.